Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris, man. As always, I thank you for coming to my channel. Now, you probably can hear from the distance, all from a distance, all that firecracker nonsense. I remember when I was younger, and this is not an old man ranting about the old days and how things are different. It's just messed up how things are because we celebrated the 4th of July safely. We had little sparkles, the little snake things that you like. You know, firecrackers was the highest on the list of explosive, loud, dangerous. Now you got people that are using almost military grade explosives. You know, it's like, really? M80s? I don't know what the thing is above M80 because that was the top dog in our day. But I'm sure it's something far more explosive and dangerous nowadays than it was then. And every year you can count on it. Somebody injuring the eye, somebody losing a finger. It's like, when are we going to learn to scale down instead of bumping up more explosive, dangerous fireworks? But anyway, sorry for that. So I have another unit for sale. This is the Yamaha TG100 Tone generator. Sorry about this. I got to get a longer cord. So again, this is the Yamaha TG100 Tone generator. It has 120, I think about 150 sound patches. It has 10 drum kits. For what I'm selling is for the drum kits alone are worth more than that. You know, you can use this as a module to trigger drum sounds from your drum machine, and you know, sound patches for your piano or your keyboards. And I'm gonna leave a link down here so you guys can hear the demo, because that's what sold me on this. I'm like, all of that sound is coming out of this little box. You know, because normally you kind of equate small when it comes to rack mounts. It's kind of cheesy sounds. There's nothing cheesy about the patches in here. You know, a lot of the song patches from the 80s, sound modules from the 80s had cheesy sounds, but it fit that time frame, you know. And you dare not use that kind of stuff now in your productions, because people will laugh unless you're trying to do retro. But this is not cheesy at all. And let me just say this before I stick it up to the camera. When I played the patches out of here, they're nice and thick and fat, and they have a hint of ambience, kind of like, you know, natural reverb. So they use very good microphones to sample these sounds. They're not just dry ass sounds that you got to, you know, kind of moisten up with a effects unit and reverb module and nothing like that. They come out the box ready to play. And like I said, I'll leave a link down here so you guys can hear the demo and some other stats. What else do I want to say before I stick it up to the camera? Yeah, as far as price, you go on Reverb right now, they want about $150 for this. I'm gonna let you guys have this for $75. This is just like a giveaway, because like I told you, the drum kits in here, and there's 10 of them, it's worth more than $75. Trust me. Stick it up to the camera. Turn it on. As you guys know, Yamaha makes some really good stuff. They do. It's MIDI, of course. I had a pretty interesting conversation with a gentleman at actually he's my mechanic's son, who's also a certified mechanic now. And he does music and has a studio. He's talking shop. And he said that we were talking about sound modules and talking about virtual sounds. Normally using your sound modules, in your computer. And I said, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I stay away from that. The majority of the time when you're strictly doing computer or virtual stuff, it's an overload on your computer and your shit crash. So you got to back it up every time you add something new to the track. So when it crashes, you got the last thing you've done. And I'm like, I'm old school, dude. I don't bother none of that stuff. You know, I plug up a module or piano and I hook it up into my mixer and get the recording. You know, instead of that, going to the computer, pulling up virtual sounds, it's overloading your computer and then it crashes. And the sound of hardware versus software, ain't no comparison. It's like a baby and a giant, you know, and the computer thing is the baby. You know, you can get some good mixes, but nothing compared to hardware. Real instruments plugged into a mixer, going into the recorder, you know. So I stay away from that computeristic stuff because, again, it doesn't help you, it hinders you. You know, when I mess up, I got to do it over. It makes me a better player. Me keep doing it until I get it right. And still, I can do it the first time I was sloppy and fucked up, and then I can go in and cut stuff out and paste stuff in. I'm done. It's like, no, that's not going to make you a good musician. Playing does. Trial and error, stumbling and falling on your face, getting back up and trying it again. You know, but $175. This is literally a giveaway. $30 shipping and handling. Link right down here for my PayPal. Also, leave a link so you guys can hear the demo. I'll leave some stats on down here too. First come, first serve. If you want it, leave me a message. Say, Morris, man, I want this. And then I said, you got the green light. You send your payment. Then either I'm going to take this video down or just put across the header. So, and the reason why I leave them up sometimes, for me to keep track of what I've had in the past and what I've sold you guys, you know, it's a good reference to be able to go back and look at this. Still, I deleted it. And I'm like, man, I forgot I even had that. I forgot I sold it, you know. So that's the purpose why. But please look at the header. And if you see sold, it's gone. If you don't see it, it's still available. So then you can say, hey, I want this. It'll go out the very next business day. United States Postal with tracking and signature required. So they're just not going to leave your package on your doorstep. They're going to ring your bell, have you sign, and you physically take it over from the post office guy or woman. So again, this is the TG100 Tone generator. $75. Anywhere else is at least 130 to 150, 60 bucks. I've seen as high as 200 on Reverb. And we know the story behind Reverb, but we know Reverb's story. So I guess that's about it. So if you're interested, leave me a message down here. Hey man, I want to grab it. 75 bucks. I can't beat it. 75 bucks. Usually won't even buy the vintage cheesy stuff, you know. And that stuff was really cheesy. Thin sounds. I think it was 12-bit versus 16-bit sampling rate. And they were dry as can be. There's no reverb or ambience on those sounds. You gotta, you know, moisten them up in the mix. With this, you don't. It already kind of has that stuff built in. Happy 4th of July on the 3rd. So until next time, take care. Thanks for watching.